We would have needed more charisma skill. Okay, there's boxes in there. Let's see if we can loot something from the plane. And who lives here? Probably people. No, it's empty. What the f... No, there's people here. And here, up here. Nothing. Nothing. Let's go here. Talk to these guys. Cracking his neck. Ooh, old lady. A lean tanned woman is looking at you with doubt. Then she smacks her lips loudly and pulls out a long, fragrant cigarette from the metal cigarette case. She shoots you another suspicious glance, lights her cigarette from a match, inhales loudly and blows a smoke ring in your direction. What do you want? The circus is downstairs. And with whom do I have the honor to speak? The woman flips the ashes of her cigarette and suddenly sniffs loudly. It never gets easier, does it? I am Madame Vuva, the director of this circus. Do you have a complaint or something? Did the rats eat your friend or a relative? I don't know anything about that. We have no rats here. Let's try speechcraft. Lies. I am from the government agency. Your rat situation is truly worrisome. Success. Goddamn vampires. Here's your bribe for this month. 300 rubles. How do you expect me to run a business conditions like this? There's no way. In this case, can I ask you a few more questions? No, go brainwash someone else. I'm busy. How did you manage to come up with the idea of the search? That's classified information. I don't decide to disclose this. Okay. Can we go behind here? No loot. What's this one? Information. Empty bottle. Let's see what this is. Suitcases. Locked. Save. Oh. Well, I wasn't expecting to actually get some of those. Was there anyone here? Here's some book. No, stuff. No. Why don't they leave stuff in the boxes? Maybe someone looted it before we did. What's this? Oh, we're too heavy. Holy shit. 8 kilos. Like, what do you... Nah. Well, we know it's here in case we ever need it. Okay. Well, we got 300 rubles for that one. Is there anything out here? Did we talk to this guy? A buff, large-eyed, dumb-looking man around the 30 constantly lifts one of 2 large weights placed on the ground before him. As he does so, you can't stop yourself from marveling at his amazing biceps. When the man spots you, he throws one of the weights to the ground where it creates a small crater. He then scratches his nose and starts talking in a slow, loud voice. Hello, lady. I am Strongman Bambula. Are you here to watch strongman lift weights or to see Piggy Pig? What's the Piggy Pig and how can I look at it? The strongman slaps his legs, covered with huge lard boot. Only silly and weak never heard of Piggy Pig. People say Piggy Pig is a cross that Bambula must carry through life. A terrible curse, but Bambula say no curse. Piggy Pig is funny. And it costs money to see him, 30 rubles. Psst, don't tell Bambula's parents. But Bambula will spend that money on vodka and condom. Okay, dang it, show me the Piggy Piggy. It was 30 rubles. With a strange glee, Bambula grabs your money and starts taking his boot off. You will see Piggy Pig. You will gaze upon Piggy Pig. The boot is off. You almost drop as the stench of rotting flesh hits your nose. The strongman's leg is either badly mutilated since birth or it's a crazy mutation of some kind. Above the knee, the man's leg is average, if maybe a bit too muscular, but below the knee it looks like an oblong lump of flesh with bone hooves, triangular ears, eyes and snout sticking out of it. The strong man's foot looks exactly like a rotting pig's head, complete with yellow teeth sticking out in crazy angles and a slimy warped pig nose. Dios mio, what a stench and what a sight. Looks like a boot, but actually a pig pen. Hehehe. Okay, let's change the subject. Can you answer some questions for me? Bambula is your real name? Nope, lady, it's from a fancy lie book. The Three Fat Men by Yuri Olesha. Looked like fairy tale for a child, but turned out to be Soviet propaganda piece about the moral superiority of communists over the capitalists who only exploit and rob. Bambula torn apart the false book and ate it, to punish it. But he liked name of the communists in book and forgot his own name. Oh, I see. Another question? How's life in the circus treating you? Circus like family for Bambula. Every lady is mom, every man is dad. Luffy the clown is like uncle who once got into little Bambula's bed at night and touched places that not allowed to touch. Baba. Another question? What's with your speech? You talk all weird. Heh. Bambula went to doctor once, asked to say why Bambula speak funny. Doctor say Bambula, my friend, there is nothing that modern medicine can do in your case. You suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, which stunted your mental growth since the age of 5. Another question? Wait, there was more there. Bambula laughed at Doctor at first, so Doctor gives Bambula candy and hugs. But then, in his heart of hearts, Bambula understood the words of Doctor. Bambula became very sad, locked self in room, started hurting self. Hehe. You're a very positive guy. Share some stories with me? Hey, has this lady friend heard that if you touch a moo cow's belly fingers, they will start spitting milk out? Bambula lived in waste for a very long time, but never heard. Maybe this is new thing. Okay. Strongman agree. Piggy agree, probably. Okay, anyway, gotta go. See you. So we talk to her, him, that lady. Anyone here? Let's see if we can talk to these here. Are these just guests or it just looks normal? A good-looking young man around 20 smiles brightly, then he pokes a young girl that sits next to him. The girl lifts her head, looks at you and nods. After a bit blushing, the young man says, "Hey there, I'm Kesha, do you want something?" "Better you talk to my girlfriend Shura, it's kinda awkward the other way around." "If you say so." Oh, hello there, pretty. A cute girl around 20 looks at you with a smile and nods. While continuing to hug her boyfriend at the same age after looking you over, the girl starts talking. "Hello there, my name is Shura. You wanted something?" "Sure, a few questions." "Sure, ask anything. We'll answer right away, baby." The girl touches her other half on the shoulder. "So what's your story?" "You know, nothing special. Our families were always friends to one another and now we decided to marry. Came here to celebrate the decision." Another question. "Where are you from?" "We are workers in Kolkosh on the borders of this region of the waste. The place is called Petronisk, nearly untouched by the bombs. Lots of greenery, great harvest, great weather. Sounds like a paradise." Next question. "What do you think about the circus?" "You know, for some this place it's a terrible den of wild, drunken mutants, freaks, drug dealers and child molesters. For us young people though, it's a place of culture. Our Kolkosh doesn't even have a theater. And here you can see clowns and acrobats, just like the mysterious India or the snow-covered peaks of Tibet. The people here are so unique, each one like a show in his or her own right. Barbara the bearded lady is a prophet and dangerous mutant in one package. And Jana the egg layer, mysterious and charming. I won't say anything about Gutsy the clown. The man is a legend, basically. Oh my." Another question. "Any rumors?" "Well, I won't bother you with any rumors from our Kolkos, but local rumors, let me think. I heard there's something awful going with the Gutsy of Clown's gut, and that Luffy the clown has some business with a postal worker. Wow, what a place. So full of mystery. With a postal worker, we need to find Luffy the clown. Because there was the letter. There was a weird, creepy letter. So we need to talk to Luffy the clown and see if he is related to it. The letter was that there was some babies being used for something, I don't know. How long have you been sitting here already?" The girl smiles, shrugs and laughs. "Time flies when you're having fun, especially with a loved one. So see, if it's our honeymoon, the leaders of our Korkos gave us some money and free time after the wedding, so we came here to marvel at the southern culture and each other." Sparta, see what she has, nothing. "Well, better go, see you." Who was this lady? Oh, this bearded lady. You gaze at the woman in front of you with honest interest. She is tall, wide and big, with a big head and a tender feminine gaze, but she also sporting a huge beard that would make even a lumberjack jealous. Another strange trait the bearded woman seems to have is the fact that her arms are covered with hexagonal armor plates, Made to look of it out of chitin. Oh. Using those fat chitin-covered heavy fingers, the bearded lady tries and fails to make braid out of her tangled bearded hair. When she sees you approach, she stops trying and says in a delightful feminine voice, "I'm Barbara the bearded lady. Psychic help is on the ready. I look scary, but I'm kind. 10 rubles now tell you what the future hides." Okay, 10 rubles. Let's do it. I see an adulterer hidden in the city of Red. He imagines filthy fairy tales. Will they ever see paper? You decide. Be quick. The time is nigh. Adulterer. Jesus Christ. I think that's related to the creepy letter I was just talking about. I see how we change the topic. Let's try again. 10 rubles. Oh, it's the same. Okay. Okay. Sounds like a riddle. Care to chat with me some more? Personality. I bet my beard that you'll love talking to me. Tell me about yourself, Barbara. Since the age of 16, I was a mercenary. Me and my stepdad worked together. My mutant arms are rock hard and can cut through metal, so that made the profession easy. But when Dad was killed in the Chernigov mutilation rampage, I joined the circles, and you know what? I really found it to be a second home for me. What the hell? Next question. What do you do around here? I do a lot of things. First, I was a simple sideshow. Sat in cage for 8 to 10 hours a day. Listened to people mocking me, read books, solved old crossword puzzles. But when my butt grew heavy from all the sitting, I also took up palm reading and other kinds of divination. We also made this funny little show together with Jana the Egglayer. She wanted to make me a hat with a bull's eye on it, so that I could sit on a bench and let the guests throw rotting fruit at my face. But since me and Jana had a fight, we forgot about this awesome idea. I know why you thought you ate her baby. How's life? Everything suits your needs? Yeah, completely. I started my life by killing people as a mercenary, but now I can make them laugh instead and earn money, not just for my selfish needs, but also for the closest to me. In the big world out there, I was a huge, scary bearded bitch, but here in the circus, I feel like a sweet little bearded lady, the true woman. Glad to hear. Next question. Rumors. Heard that one of the mutant brethren, Ramses the cook, who left us near Turdegrad, is now working for a culinary critic for a new big newspaper. They pay him to yelling rocks and okay, we saw that one. So why are you so sad, Barbara the bearded lady? Just look at that. Barbara the bearded lady shows her chitter's fingers. These fingers of mine are pretty good at holding guns and choking enemies, like I used to back when I was a mercenary, but making braids in my beard is nearly impossible with them. Before we had a fight, Jana the Egglayer used to braid my beard all the time, but then she got this silly notion that I ate one of her eggs, and now she won't even talk to me, even though I'm blameless. Listen, my friend. Maybe a natural such as you could make her listen. Please make us friends again. Okay, I'll do anything I can to help. So let's go back to the bearded lady. No, the egg layer. This was this one. Let's see if we are lucky on speechcraft why they should still be friends. Looking for some fun, friend? About your feud with Barbara the bearded lady. Usual shy Jana the Egglayer starts going red with fury and anger. Listen here, don't you even dare to talk about the bitch. I led ton of extra in my life, but the only one had a living embryo inside of it. I want to raise him as my son, call him Vadim the Egglayer or something like that, but that stupid dumb bearded bitch broke his egg and ate him up. I don't want to talk about her anymore. I will never forgive her, even since my loyal new friend Ivan the Crane told me of Barbara's evil deed. She's dead to me. Dead. Oh, why did you even start this conversation? I guess it's true that only Ivan understands me in this terrible world. So it's even the Crane who told you about Barbara that was to blame. Okay, let's change the subject. Sure thing. I better leave. So now we need to talk to the Crane guy. Was that this guy? Yeah. Continue. I'm investigating Barbara and Jana's fight. Can you help me? The young man doesn't even listen to your words. Don't you even start. That beardy old cow took a child away from my best friend. No secret. that my dear, although highly unoriginal Jana the egg layer lays eggs constantly. But that one Barbara ate was alive. It had a living thing inside of it. A future child. Oh, I'd give anything for such a blessing. Okay, let's try speechcraft. You told me that you'd give anything for what Jana got. Are you a little bit jealous? Success. Even the crane brows his head, almost stabbing his own chest with his beak. Yes, I'm an egoist. But not because I'm a bad person. It's instinctual. Let me admit this. I'm not a man. I'm a crane, trapped inside a man's body. And I always wished to become a mother. But nature took this away from me. She gave this wonderful great gift to stupid Jana, who turned it into a dumb circus trick. Let's try strength. So you decided to punish her by destroying her only fertile egg, huh? Talk. Failure. Let's not attack yet. I'll rephrase the last bit. This is why you decided Jana was not worth your happiness, am I right? Looking and feeling cornered, even the crane bends his arms and starts flapping his hands, as if trying to fly away. He yells, yes, fine, you got me, I'll confess. I just wanted to hold the egg in my arms, you see, to feel what it's like to be a mother. But the night was so very dark. The Hesper's star was the only thing shining object in the sky. It played with my mind with its red light. I fell over. I broke the egg of Jana the egg layer. And the life that was inside of it died that very instant. I wanted to run away, to kill myself, to die, but then suddenly I knew a better plan of action. I disposed of the small body from the egg the only way I knew how. I ate it. Then I egg shards into Barbara's beard as she slept. Then I put... probably. And in the morning, I got new friend Jana, who started hating Barbara after learning what she's done, what I done. I am to blame, but even more, my loneliness in this cruel world is to blame. Even the crane starts softly weeping. You feel like this conversation will not continue. So one might even say you killed two birds with one stone. Okay, have a... Hehe. Do we tell this lady then? Argument with Barbara. Listen to me, it was even the crane confessed. He ate your baby. Jana the egg layer takes a few steps away from you, covers her mouth and lets out a muffled scream. She starts shaking uncontrollably as she slowly turns towards Ivan the crane, who stands with his beak in the dirt. I even asked him that night why was his beak so red. He told me he was pecking at some beets and tomatoes, but this was in reality the blood of my unborn child. My Vadim the egg layer. My God, and I cursed Barbara, the bearded lady, all this time. How many times have I begged God for her death? How many black gypsies' candles have I burnt in the devil to claim her soul? All the while, the real killer was at my side. Forgive me, sweet Barbara the bearded lady. Forgive me for such a retard. Jana the egg layer falls face first in the dirt and covers her head. It's time to leave her be, it seems. Now let's go talk to the bearded lady. Is the bearded lady gonna kill the big guy and get expelled by the circus and join us? The bearded girl, about your fight with Jana the egg layer, what time? Go on, tell me. Barbara starts pulling her beard nervously. I found out that Jana's eggs were broken by Ivan the crane. He wanted to feel that... What do you see? Barbara's eyes light up. And when he broke the egg by accident, he framed me. It's all coming together now. Oh, just you wait until Jana learns about this. Oh, thank you. The bearded lady grabs you by you with both of her hands and almost squeezes the life out of you with a giant bear hug. Every bone in your body gets to feel her gratitude. Let me tell you this, while we were unpacking at this site, I ventured into a couple of villages down south and let some people throw rotten fruit at me for some cash. Now I want to give it to you for your help. Just don't tell anyone here. What? The woman pushes a small coin purse in your hands. 155 rubles. Wow, thank you so much. I was glad to help. Okay, change the topic. See if there's anything new we can talk here. No. Okay. See if the... Okay. Now we got a new future. Wasn't this already true? Or will it only become true later? I see a silly toy in your hands. Where should you go with such a silly thing? Traders shake their heads. Go to the place of dead things, for he awaits you there, the one who will pay for things that should not be.